Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 8. Playing the vanilla version on normal Iron Man. This is a single character. It's a samurai, so we're keeping him at level 2 right now. Skills are in pretty good shape. Looks like we have 110,000 experience to apply to level ups, which would probably get us to at least level 8. But we're not doing that yet. We're ready to keep training. Hey, we got Jimmy and Zombo. Welcome back, guys. How you doing? Part 2 height. Just in time for the door scam, Jimmy says. That's right. Scam the monsters. Sword 53, staff 30, dual weapons 38. This is one of the only few scams we get to pull on the monsters. Even then, you got to be careful. You get too close, it will bite you through the door. Roaches. Nice.
And so we prevail. For now.
39 critical strike. And we haven't even left the monastery. Again?
And so it begins. And so we prevail.
55 sword. Oh, lots of bats.
And so it begins.
Prefer those over roaches.
Life is short. so we prevail.
Dual weapons 39. To get that to that magic 50 number. E3.
What must be done must be done. And so we prevail.
51 close combat. Mythology 37, that's pretty good. That's
What must be done must be done.
wow. 11 bats and 2 slime. I like it.
A creature approaches. Life is short, and I just made it much shorter. Close. Close. And so we prevail.
56 sword, 52 close combat, 40 dual weapons, 41 critical strike.
begins. And so we prevail. What must be done, must be done. And so we prevail.
Sam is wrecking them. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go to Impani Base Camp first and get a Haya bow, and we can get a flak jacket, which I think a samurai can use, which is good body armor for them. Hey, bow ladder, welcome in. How are you doing?
What must be done, must be done. And so we prevail. What must be done, must be done. And so we prevail.
42 critical strike. Okay, they're both green slime.
And so it begins. And so we prevail. For now.
Jimmy says, what are the advantages with starting as a samurai? weapon proficiencies or abilities or something. They're the only class that can have a sword in the offhand. So Wakazashi's the only that, and Chan Wakazashi, maybe Sting, I'm not sure. They're the only offhand swords. They use a sword skill. If you start as something else, you won't get a Wakazashi. Like a Lord starts with a main gauche, which is a dagger. But you won't be able to get something like this until you get to Arnica. If you're using a dagger in the offhand, then all of a sudden your skill training starts getting split between dagger and sword. And then this sword skill will not level up quickly at all. If we had a dagger here, we'd probably be at like 30 sword right now. And 20-ish dagger. But we've got 56 sword because of the dual wielding not needing to get split. So that's the starting advantage. And then we'll be able to get mage spells until we get to level 5. And then by level 7, hopefully we'll have missile shield or magic missiles. I'm probably going to do missile shield, but so level 8 we'll get another good one. Start getting those. Enchanted Blade, I think we can get a book in Arnica for that. I know we can get a Book of Nox, which is a 3rd level spell. We won't get that until level probably 10. 9 or 10. But we can use that to train our magic quickly. So when you switch classes, it really slows down the development of your character. Which you'd think, oh, what's one big deal? What's one level? But because of level scaling and when the monsters start to become really strong, it can really throw off your main strengths quickly by just introducing one extra class level. Normally you don't have to worry about that if you have a full party, but when you have one character, every little setback makes a huge difference. Hey, Crack Rock, welcome in. How are you? Level scaling is evil. It's hard to deal with a single character. Full party, it's fun. It's too bad that they didn't develop it to take into account the number of characters. That would have been the fix. If they would have said, if you have 6 characters, we're going to average the party level, and that's what you got. I wish if you had 1 or 2 characters, it would have taken what it would have assigned to the monsters and divided by 4. Then that way you build a level up and that level scaling wouldn't get out of control. The range of motion mobs can spawn swing up too much. Yes, they go up quickly. I was facing level 9 pestilent rats with this single level 2 character in the upper monastery. That is so ridiculous beyond belief. Even if I had a full party of level 2 characters, they would get utterly destroyed by even one level 9 pestilent rat. So that's so broken.
Must be done.
And there was multiple pestilent rats for my one character. It was unbelievable. You're often fighting things 2 to 3 levels higher than your party. Yeah, this was a 7 level difference while you're at level 2 at that. You end up using up most of your magic each fight. Yep. Indeed. Jimmy says level scaling can be fun when you can run from every battle like in Final Fantasy VIII, or turn off random encounters entirely. Running a Wizardry 8 is tedious, Crackrock says.
And so we prevail.
Having 3 packs of enemies that are higher level than you is exhausting. Yeah, it is. Well, especially when they can move farther than you. That's a real jip. If they made it where you could somehow increase your movement rate, like with the speed attribute, it'd be a lot more fair and you'd be able to get away quicker. But it doesn't work that way. You don't get a boost. And they can always move so much farther. The mosquitoes are your mortal enemy. Yeah. There's so many things in this game that can kill you at different points.
Must be done.
I got killed by oozites with that one character. 2 punches, 140 damage. Zero punches missed. I think we only had like 80 hit points. They did 140 damage.
And so we prevail.
And I ran. They had to run halfway to me. I ran. In the same round, they ran all the way the distance that I was able to do my full run. And then they got those 2 strikes in and killed. Same round. That was so ridiculous. The worst is when you blind them and then they run across the map. You wish they would move in circles or swing randomly. Yeah, blinding can really save your butt though. It can also mess you up if you don't do it right, but blind can... There's been many times I've saved a party wipe with blind.
What must be done must be done.
That's saying what must be done is as bad as you could be wrong, but you could be right. You're gonna start from 6 and work your way up to 8? Yeah, that's an epic adventure. I've done that twice. By the time you get to 8, it doesn't feel like the same party. Because it feels like it is such a long run to do that. You get done with 8 and you're like, man, that did not feel like I went all the way through 6. 128,000 experience. Hey Igloo, welcome in. How are you doing? Gonna be busy this week. You have to document what changed in this app to make it work on Chrome. Where's the spawns? Where's the beasts? They're an old company that relied on Internet Explorer. Oh wow. It's crazy. You tried to tell them the app needs a total overhaul, which you're probably going to have to do anyway. Yeah, I've seen both sides in the business world where companies want to switch technologies too often. They keep rewriting the same thing over and over and over and never make progress. And then I've seen ones that try to hold on to something old forever that's holding back what they can do. It's very rare to have a company that gets it right. Oh, we finally got some.
What must be done, must be done.
I always try to encourage companies. What they need to do is write their own framework with base technology
And so it begins.
that's popular, that's been around a while, but not super old.
Too far.
If you do that, you're safe. Your product's going to last 20 years. And because you developed the framework, you can make it do whatever you want. You can fix anything. And when you go to rewrite, all you have to do is redo your framework and you're done.
For now.
It's so easy, but they just, a lot of management don't get it.
And so we prevail.
57 sword. Hey, Sever, welcome in. How are you doing? If you worked at a modern place, you'd just do everything with C++. Crackrock says they don't care, they just want to poke you until you vomit forth a solution. Unfortunately, that's pretty accurate for most companies. At least the ones I've been at and seen. Ooh, crabs. Okay. We could get some good training here if we... Oh, yeah, we got 100. Okay, great. It is time to train throwing.
What must be done must be done.
Sam the Samurai, that's right. He's pretty skilled right now. Igloo says, why is this app so slow? They keep asking. Because it's old and in .NET. Still uses web forms. Almost all slow software has nothing to do with the platform nowadays. It has to do with how it was coded and the design patterns picked by the developers. I could write something in C# that would blow away a poorly designed C++ program any day. It's just most programmers are pretty lousy. They're bad at architecture is what it is. Architecture is the most important thing to making good software from all kinds of different perspectives. We have gone through almost 60 bullet stones already. This should be a big increase. It's a lot easier to write parallel processing code in C# yet. C++ is great if the programmers really know what they're doing, but most don't. So most you're going to have bugs, crashes. You're going to have a lot of problems. C# handles a lot of that for them. You don't have to worry about memory management or
And so it begins.
hitting bad pointers, not bringing stuff. 25 throwing. Nice. Let's put our bow back. 26 throwing. Holy moly. All we need is about 30 to make throwing stink bombs reliable combat. Yeah, one of the mistakes people make is assuming the garbage collector will do everything for them no matter what they do, which it can, but you can do many things with your own caching and stuff to prevent that and make it extremely fast. It's all based on how much experience you have. once you get 15 years of experience, software development, and have done architecture related things and been in all kinds of different environments, you'll see that the development platform used is almost irrelevant, and that you can make something work in anything well if you architect it well and you understand a lot of design patterns. All that other stuff doesn't matter. But that's only once you get to the point where you've done so much and you've learned so much from all these different things. It takes a long time to get to that point. And working in different industries helps. So you're not always in the same bubble. That's an issue. You know, even worked on an app that used Cold Fusion and it worked really well. Yep. Yeah, you can screw things up tremendously with the good technologies too. The biggest problem I've personally seen that holds developers back so that they don't get a good experience, because just years of experience means nothing. It's getting good experience in those years, is people that rely on technology too much. I've worked with many people that they can't do a lot on their own, and what they do on their own is pretty poor because they haven't had to learn architecture and design patterns and things to do it themselves from scratch. And so they'll use a tool to do it, or so you can be effective that way. Don't get me wrong. You can make things done, make things work, but you're not really learning a whole lot. You're kind of like a cobbler where you're cobbling stuff together and you can come up with a solution, but tell them to build something from scratch on their own, it's going to be horrible. And you don't learn as much that way. So that's probably the biggest problem I've seen with people that have a lot of years of experience but still don't really know what they're doing. You kind of, it's like they teach you in math class, you know, the hard way first, and then you learn the easier ways. That works that way too, in my opinion, with software development. You have to get good experience doing it all yourself in all kinds of different industries and with different technologies, different patterns. And then everything looks the same to you. You're like, yeah, I can make that work, and that immediately know exactly how to solve the problem. It's just, to me, that's experience. That's true experience. More roaches.
What must be done must be done.
It's kind of like these Iron Man runs. You know, like I've had so many people tell me like knowledge-based things about the game. It's like, sure, yeah, you know, you can have the knowledge of how something works, but have you done it? Have you tried to struggle through this? No, you haven't. Give it a shot first, and then we'll see. It's like, what does Mike Tyson say? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face or something. Going through the pain is the best way to learn. Crackrock says, like a blacksmith that can't make their own tongs or hammer. Yeah, there you go. That's funny. That's a good analogy.
For now.
Staff, close combat, critical. Nice. Those uppercuts. You don't think boxers were trained by getting hit by uppercuts? There's something called, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. things called anti-design patterns, and basically they're things that you'll see in the software development world a lot. That's so common they actually have a name, and one of them is called ivory tower development, where people are all about trying to make something perfect and designing everything, spending so much time on the architecture and design, trying to make everything perfect that they either never get it implemented, the project fails, or it looks good on paper, but they had many gaps in how they did it, and then it ends up being horrendous, even though they spent so much time trying to figure out the best way to do it. And that's where experience can save your butt.
What must be done?
Ooh, nice. More crabs. Well, I'm almost out of bullets. I guess I'll just hit them with the staff. Experiences allowed me to tell managers immediately when I see something's a bad idea. I know immediately it's a bad idea, and I can tell them because I've seen it so many times and I've experienced it. So that's another thing. You learn what not to do. That's one of the most important things. What not to do. Good managers will listen to their people that have, a lot of experience. But unfortunately, not all managers will. And then they have to learn the hard way.
And so we prevail.
40 staff and wand. Nice. Igloo says that happened when I was an intern at an embedded systems company. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Yep. That's a problem too. A really good, in my opinion, a really good IT shop has someone at the helm that has done so much and has experienced good things, bad things, all kinds of different industries. And they have the final say. They override everything. It's like the military. You need some hierarchy. You cannot have a bunch of people making equal decisions. It's going to be a disaster. It will not work. You have to have someone that makes the final decision. The others can engage and can ask questions and can, confront, which they should, but you have to have someone that knows when something's a bad idea, when something's a good idea, and how to make it happen. And then it goes so smoothly. Yeah, I've been at places where everybody has an equal opinion and it just doesn't work. It's kind of leads to spaghetti code, poor components, poor integrations, rewrite over and over and over. Jimmy says some people only learn things one way, the hard way. Yes, unfortunately, you're correct. Igloo says the software on the chip was actually designed similar to Microsoft Com, believe it or not. Oh gosh. Did they do that on purpose, or were they just
Must be done.
trying to mimic how Microsoft did it? I unknown. Make sure I unknown is implemented. Crack says we are all equals, but I am the most equal. Yeah, could you imagine if the military was that way? Where there was no rank with making decisions in a battle? And you just like, okay guys, good luck. And there's nobody's having a plan or anything, and everybody just runs out and does their own thing. How chaotic. And how poorly that fight would go. I always try to tell managers that in software development, it's the same thing. You have to have someone that knows what the heck they're
So we
doing,
prevail.
leading the charge. The other funny thing I see in like software development all the time is really high level managers don't understand that software development's more like surgery than it is like digging trenches, for example, where the more people you throw at it doesn't produce more output. It can for low level stuff, but for the design, the architecture, the core components that need to be reliable, you cannot do that. And they just don't understand it. They think, oh, well, let's just throw more people at that, and
Must be done.
that'll make it go faster and be better. Like, no, it's not how that works. It's like having 10 surgeons in there doing surgery at the same time. It's not going to be very successful. Crack says even pirates knew better. They had a democracy until a fight starts, then the captain has complete control. There you go.
And so we prevail.
Wow, 58 close combat. Okay. I know we're not going to have another attack yet still, but we'll have to start applying level up. Just trying to decide when I'm going to do that. Gosh, dual weapons hasn't gone up in a while because we keep getting staff kills. They keep making roaches. Nicholas says not everything needs to inherit from a useless interface. Sometimes the process needs one function. Yes. There's a anti-pattern for that too. Where people go nuts about, let's say, dependency injection. They want everything to be that way. And they end up having so much plumbing. All you do is spend time on the plumbing and you can't get anything done. That's, again, something that experience teaches you. There's a time and a place for everything, and you can't always use the same thing all the time. You can end up getting burned one way or another. Wow, more roaches. What the heck? Well, I guess we're going to have excellent staff usage once we get that Hayabo. Hey, Tim, welcome back. How are you doing?
And so we prevail.
Holiday is so nice. Yeah, I agree. Extra day off. You're doing great. That is excellent news. So we already went to the upper monastery and there were pestilent rats level 9. So we can't clear that. I can get probably the first treasure chest, second treasure chest, and then leave. And then we'll apply a bunch of level ups. I'm going to probably go toward Umpani Base Camp, as I was saying earlier. That way I can get a Hayabusa and hopefully a flak jacket. I think samurais can wear that. And if we go there early enough, the monsters that spawn shouldn't be sorceresses or geomancers that wipe us out. Okay, we finally got bats.
And so it begins.
Ooh, Tim's on a 5-stream watch streak. Nice. Actually, there's an enchanted broadsword there too, now that I think about it.
And so we prevail.
I think a samurai can... Yeah, a samurai has to be able to use that, because we can use a regular broadsword. So we'll get 2 major weapon upgrades there. 140,000 experience. Let me look here for a minute. 3, 6... So we probably have 6 levels due us now. We get to level 8. One challenge is where am I going to train? Well, actually, I could train wizardry anywhere with the light. As long as I can rest safely. Okay. Alright, I think I have a game plan. Just a few more fights and then we're going to head out of here. Get a few more stink bombs from burrs.
What must be done, must be done. And so we prevail.
Wow. Okay. I have to get by King Crab. Probably gonna have to go the long way. Unless he moved. Oh, roaches, huh? Okay. Actually, I'm gonna use the scroll magic missiles here. Moving up fast enough. I'm actually gonna move here. I don't like this positioning. Okay.
I sense something moving.
Let's try to get King Crab pulled out of here. Get him out of our way. Alright, let's see if we go around the other way now. Really annoying position. Alright, this is better. Alright. Probably gonna rest for a little bit at Burrs. Let me go visit him first. Let me go check on my dog real quick. Hey everyone, I am back. Visit Burrs, and we're gonna get out of here. I think we're close enough to getting second attacks on the samurai once we level up. It's time to leave. Thank you, Tim. All right, let's see here. Have a whole heck of a lot of money here. Better than nothing. Okay.
Come back in.
Tell me again.
Now we just got to get Gregor out of the way, and then we can go back upstairs. Gregor.
A creature approaches. I sense something moving.
Wow, Twitch has been having a lot of problems. It keeps saying, welcome to the chat room, welcome to the chat room. Weird. Now, there were some rabid rats that we never killed. That's a set encounter, so they're probably still here somewhere. Be a bit careful. Twitchy Twitch, sometimes I have to click the refresh button. Yesterday and today, yeah. I don't know what the deal is.
A creature approaches.
Alright, I'm gonna apply one level up before I do this. Okay. Ah, here's the rats. Right in front of me. Okay. Sneaky suckers. Probably gonna run here. Because these can actually kill me in one round. Maximize our movement. Oh, look at this movement rate it has. Gonna get one more bite in. What? What? 3 attacks? Why did that thing get 3 attacks? They're only supposed to get 2 attacks. Should be able to reach this spot over here. Alright. That was a scam. Scammy coder, that's right. What the heck?
I am no longer afflicted.
Alright, so there's a rat around here, I can hear it.
I sense something moving.
It's up there. Really? Still not enough damage? Yeah, I'm not even gonna trust that we're gonna throw that successfully.
I cannot. I sense something moving. begins.
Alright.
And so we prevail.
Finally killed those freaking rats. And just think, those are the weak rabbit rats. It had spawned level 9 pestilent rats that have 90 plus hit points. Alright, now we can deal with just the rogues, which are way easier.
What must be done must be done.
Let's throw this right out here. Put it back up to here.
I sense something moving.
Oh, there's still another one. 10 hit points. Oh, he's throwing.
And so we prevail. For now.
Alright, let's grab this.
Trapped.
Still have the poser cap on. It's all the way to the end. Nope. Buskins and arrows, really? Good thing they locked that up. That's worth a whole 10 gold pieces. There's something up here. Probably the level 10 pestilent rats. Yeah, it's saying level 3, but I don't trust that. I think there's going to be more. If I can get... Okay.
A creature approaches.
Let's see what we got up here. Decide if we want to go for it. It's a green. It's a green, okay.
And so
Ooh, Locket of Reflection. That's actually a really good item. That gives us stamina regen. We'll lose armor class and 20% fire resistance, but we'll get stamina regen. So I think I'm going to go ahead and equip that. All right. So these we're going to try to run around. For venom crabs? I don't have to worry about losing stamina running outside of combat because of the locket. In combat, we can. It'll help us tremendously. There's usually something right around here. Not today. I'm gonna look item slots here. $19 of these. It's a tincture of shadows, which I think I'm going to go ahead and use one. I'm not going to worry about those rogues there. What? 22 turns? That's it? It does not last long. Alright, we got a plant. Should be able to deal with that. Yet? I'm gonna go ahead and apply some level ups here. See if I got a second swing. Nope. Okay, we have our first spell. We're going to get energy blast. Then we can train with light. So let's do this. Okay. Still only... There we go. 2 attacks with the broadsword. You still don't get an extra one if I'm dual wielding. So until we get to Umpani base camp, I'm gonna unequip this. Okay, now what we're gonna do. I want to do that. It might spawn something. I wish I knew if the wasps were around here. Because they could be over here and I don't know about it. Trying to decide if I want to do training on my magic real quick. I think I'm going to. So let me come back here. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I need to be in a safer place. Okay. Looks like it's the only one.
Something is wrong with me. And so we prevail. For now. I am no longer afflicted.
Let's see if we can sneak to Umpani base camp. Already got something. What is that? The wasps? It's the wasps. Okay. What I'm going to try to do here, I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try to watch them from a distance with the tincture. I'll go way back here. Let's see if we see them go by. Theory, they should go this way and go down this path. There they go. Perfect. Let's give them a second. Okay. Be really careful that we don't see any reds. Okay, level 3s. I'm okay with that. Oh boy.
A creature approaches.
around him. Okay. Doesn't spawn anything difficult here. So we have left 14. I think we made it. We made it.
Who's that?
Halt! Are you care? It's important interest. I'm sure that you're free. I'll...
Till we meet again.
Okay, this is a big deal. Now we can get a Hayabu. Let me go grab the enchanted broadsword real quick. Yeah, this was a big milestone here.
Who is that?
Would you like to... Good to hear that special... Okay, but...
Till we meet again.
Hi, Dad. I just jumped.
Here's Moody's favorite character, Sparkle.
You'll tell Ballgrad you really liked me, huh? I mean, I want a good report.
Okay. Let's go get this enchanted broadsword.
Who's that?
Oh, looks like I...
Hopefully we can... Yeah, I think it's a fixed item on the ground. I don't think we have to search for it. Yep, this will huge increase for us. Thought there might have been a hidden item here too. Maybe not. Yeah, so this is 7 damage on average, the broadsword. This one is 9 damage on average, +1 to hit. +1 initiative. Okay, we need to get rid of some weight here.
My gratitude.
Let's go do that. His girlfriend forever, that's right.
Who is that? Who is that?
Well, all right. Your call, boys. It's back to the roadhouse.
First of all, it's only one, and it's a girl.
Sax will play a tune for you.
It's like, your call, boys. You either got to say boy or girl.
Buddy, let me know when...
Buddy, I can't
Till we
leave.
meet again. Who's that?
Kneel around. Don't let them do...
Till we meet again.
Back so...
Alright. Let's see what we can get rid of here. What do we have on our legs? Yeah, this is an upgrade. That will be an upgrade, but I'm sure we're gonna have something even better. I guess I'll keep it for now. Okay. Definitely want a Hayabo, which he will make at some point. Book of Nox. I really want to get that. I can carry it for a while. Because we can do some good training with that. But then I may not be able to get the black jacket. Might hold off on that.
Don't let it.
Let's get the Hayabo real quick.
Back so.
There's a flak jacket. Definitely want this. So we go from 7 that weighs 18 to 9 that weighs 16. All right, now we just need Hayabo.
Don't let it.
I can train magic here, the light spell, safely. Get our wizardry to 15. We're gonna apply 2 more level ups and get level 1 and or get 2 level 2 spells. But I have to decide if I want to go back to Arnica at a lower level.
Back so.
I might do that. Seven for 11. Plus 6 for 8.5. I'm okay with that then.
Don't let the door hit you.
Till
Back so.
Why are you not making a Hayabo?
let the door.
We gotta do the obstacle course.
Back so.
No higher though.
Don't let it.
Two.
Back so.
What the heck? Seriously?
Don't let it.
Look how many guys are in
Meet
here.
again.
Cool, I thought the convention was in this room.
Back so.
I don't know if it's my level somehow impacting this or what.
Don't let the.
Try it a few more times. But he makes Hayabos. Hey Jeff, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hey, hey, hey! Stay 14! Gotta do the Fat Albert.
Back so.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not making one. The only thing I can think of is my level's too low. Might have to apply some levels. You're chilling? Glad to hear that. Are you off today?
Don't let the.
I do want to check and see if I'm getting a second attack while dual wielding yet. No, still 1-1. Still got to do more training on that. Jeff says, "Oh yeah, could you imagine the trouble I'd be in trolling in your chat if I was at work?" There's some people that do it, Jeff. Some people do it. Take a break, lunch hour, whatever. Yeah, I'll rest 3 more times. If it doesn't happen, then I'm probably gonna have to apply another level up or 2. Chip says, "Not me, I'm an upstanding citizen." Iron Man work.
Two.
Back so.
I don't want a Walrus blade. I want a Hayabusa.
Don't let them do.
Jeff says, "How's Samurai working out? Surely Samurai can defeat Mr. Snippy at the beginning of the game with safe ease." No, he would actually got destroyed, keeping my level low. If we put the levels up to where you normally would fight him, yeah, we'd have no problem. Samurai's good. He's not as good as the fighter, but he'll have missile shield and some other good spells fairly soon. I'm kind of just waiting to apply my level ups so that we're not fighting
Back so.
ridiculous things right now. I can use a bassinet, huh? I think I'm going to go ahead and get that now. It's kind of expensive, but... Well... Hold on. Let me see if I have anything else to sell first. I want to make sure I have enough money if it does come up again. Let me get rid of my bow for now. Yeah, we got a few cure poisons. Let's do that. Okay.
Don't let them.
Samurais are interesting. They have a lot of utility, but their hit points aren't the greatest. They're okay. But the minimum requirements for samurai is so high for so many attributes that they are kind of watered down. And you can't focus on like making them really tough or really strong. That's how all the hybrids are. So for a solo character, it's tougher to play them.
Back so.
Trying to get this Hayabusa, it's called. He has not made one yet. And I suspect my level is interfering. May have to apply one here.
Don't let them do.
Till we meet again.
Okay, let me do a bunch of training here. This is gonna take a while. Did I use the book yet? I didn't sell it, did I? No, there it is.
Most satisfactory.
Okay. Let me come over here where it might be a little faster. Where's the best place? Let's try it here. It's gonna take a while. Power training our wizardry skill right now. Jeff says, DeForte, what's the worst RPG you've ever played? Is it a JRPG? Oh, you're gonna have to give me a minute to figure that out. I haven't played it recently, but I'd probably say if I had to pick one, it would be Hydlide. Do you know what that one is? It's the first one I can think of. Jeff says, oh yeah, that's a bad one, but in the context of its Japanese release, it's not so bad. Oh, really? Yeah, the thing I found really weird about it was you had to bump into the enemies, you know, to fight. That was kind of weird. It took me forever because I didn't play with the manual, you know. It took me forever to figure out how in the world to do it when I was a kid. Releasing that so late in the States is terrible. Yes, exactly. Let me think if I can think of another one that's... Really, there isn't many RPGs that I can think of that were terrible. I feel like it's kind of hard to make a terrible RPG. There was one that came on a diskette, that was shovelware. I don't remember the name of it. It's not Amulet of Yender, but it was in the same package. Same package as Sword of Glass, which I've streamed before. I can't remember the name of it, but that one, it wasn't terrible. And for being shareware, it was just mediocre. But if you compare that to other games, that was pretty bad. I don't remember the name of it. It was all ASCII graphics, kind of like how Rogue was, only it wasn't nearly as good as Rogue. That's about it. I really can't think of too many bad RPGs. If I consider the time in which it came out, I'll qualify with that. How about that? Like Ultima 1 and Ultima 2 is pretty garbage. But when they came out, you know, it was kind of groundbreaking, I guess you could say. But if you go back and play those today, you'll pretty much think they're garbage. Ultima 2 is one of the worst. Yeah, there you go. One of the worst RPGs I've ever played. But it was stressful and rewarding in the end. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that's down toward the bottom of the list. But again, I always try to consider when they came out. So they weren't terrible for when they came out. Ultima 1 is fun in reading signs kind of way. Yeah, but the problem with a game like that is once you do that once, you don't want to do it again. It's like, okay, no replayability on that. Whereas like Rogue has all kinds of replayability because everything changes every time you play it. Even the potions, colors of the potions, you have to figure out what they mean by drinking them. That's pretty cool, especially for when it came out. Actually, there was a BBS game called Food Fight back in the day that I really liked. You would log in and you would do fights, and instead of hit points, you had what was called stains. And you could get different food to throw that did more stains. You could get things to block the people throwing. And it was a BBS type deal, so you could either fight the sysop if he was there when you logged in, or you would fight someone else's character, but the computer would control it. That was kind of a cool thing. Jeff said, I actually did play Ultima 1, replay Ultima 1 a few months after beating it the first time. It's short, so you can blast through it in a night. Did you do that in order to try to discover something? Or were you just kind of like, kind of bored and you're like, oh, I'm just going to play some Ultima? Wizardry of 10. We're getting there. We need 15. Just for fun? Oh, wow. But I'm talking to the guy that played Kablooey for fun. Kablooey. Oh. That does not look fun to me at all. I know you liked it, Jeff. It's probably the same as when people think I'm nuts for liking Deadly Towers. Like, you like Deadly Towers? It's like, yes, I do. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the... Get ready. Get ready. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be forever hogging up those brain cells in your brain, Jeff. That space will never be reclaimed. Jeff says that game is badass. He's talking about Kablooey, not Deadly Towers. 11 Wizardry. The original name for it, too. Bamboozy. Is it Bamboozy or Bamboozai? Bomb plus Bambooza. Okay. Bomb, Bambooza. Weird. I still remember the one you were playing. I never remember the name of it, but where you died like 500 times because you had to jump on those angles. And every time the guy died, he made like this, yeah, like really annoying, whiny voice. What was that one called? No bamboozle getting tricked. Bomb plus bamboozle. Uh, are you saying Zal? Oh, it's an L, not an I. Okay. It looked like a lowercase I. Okay, so it's bomb bamboozle. Bamboozle? Bomb bamboozle. That's weird. Bomb bamboozle. Not Zol, not bamboozle, but bamboozle. We're getting scammed on the name. This is funny. I guess you've never heard of someone getting bamboozled. I've heard of bamboozled. You guess you were trolling with your misspelling? Oh, so is it ZAL or is it ZUL or ZEL? Because I've heard of bamboozled, but that doesn't have an A usually, does it? Or is it one of those English situations where we pronounce it inconsistently? The game is bamboozle, if I recall, but it's said it's like bamboozle and bomb together. It's too much, too complicated. It's like when you're trying to explain a joke that didn't land, and you keep explaining things over and over and over, and then it takes so long, everybody loses what the whole purpose of the joke was. That's where I'm at with the name. It's a name scam. Wow, Fire Magic have set 20 already. That's crazy. The joke has been over-explained. Is no longer funny. Yeah, Kablooey has a good time. Yeah. Kablooey. Okay, we only need 2 more points in Wizardry. Able to cast a decent energy blast. Here we go, Wizardry 14. Need 1 more point. There we go. Wizardry 15. Alright, back to here. We're trying to get a Hayabo. I suspect my level might be holding it back. Level 6 may be enough.
Back so soon.
The other thing is, if his inventory gets too cluttered, we got to get rid of some of this junk. Consolidate it. Alright, let's pile level up.
Till we meet again.
I'm gonna get Terror here. That's a long range spell. Let's try resting with this level for a little while. Still not getting that second attack while we have a Wakazashi equipped.
Back so soon.
But he's still not making it.
Don't let the
Hayabo.
Till
One more rest.
back so soon.
Oh, it's right here. Finally made one. Okay. So let's check this out. One attack. That will switch soon. So this thing does 9.5 damage on average. It only weighs 5. Plus 2 to hit. Plus 2 initiative. 5% knockout chance. That is crazy good.
Don't let the
Okay.
till we meet again.
Let's do the obstacle course. The only concern I have is the what were they called? Dummies can be kind of scary when you're at this level, since I'm not applying a bunch of level ups. They can knock you out, actually. So I may have to apply extra level ups. But then we're going to fight stronger monsters, so it's like a... I'll decide when I get over there if I want to do that or not. I don't have light. Oh yeah, I do. Make it a little easier to see these spikes. Pumpkin pie cornbread is a good mix. Are you having that right now? Alright, so do I want to apply level ups before I take these on? We're level 6. We would become level 7. I think I should, to be safe. Alright, let's get magic missiles. We'll get missile shield next one. Earth salsa? Yeah. Don't want to do that. Okay, missile shield. Alright. There we go. 2 attacks now on the primary, and we get the Wakizashi. And we get 2 attacks with Hayabo. Perfect. Okay.
I sense something moving.
What must be done, must be done.
Alright, here we go. Let's not get knocked out. Man, they get so many attacks. think I'm better off attacking here. I took 0 damage from the acid bomb. Oh, they got a lot of hit points. Wow, that didn't do much damage.
That was close.
Need some stamina here. Okay. Acid bomb, we're off. Team. We need stamina again.
That was close.
And so we prevail. For now.
Okay.
And so we prevail.
No knockout for us. We got lucky. Okay. Let's see here. We could potentially get a 3rd level spell if I train. I think I'm gonna do that. Take a little while though. Wizardry is going up very slowly.
Skeleton,
17. Probably needs to be, I don't know, 28, 30, something like that. $29 fire magic. 18 wizardry. Wizardry 19. Fire of 30. Probably get wizardry to 20 here. What level are we? 8. Kind of a tricky level. I Like I've seen geomancers and stuff spawn at that level and you get destroyed right away.
I cannot.
Finally a dark green for missile shield, power 1. 20 wizardry. Okay, let's go open the lockers.
Look over there. Looked.
It's gonna take a while to get through.
Looked. 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 Looked.
I don't know which is faster, hitting camp
Looked.
or
Looked.
I think that might be a little bit faster.
Looked. 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 Looked.
If we had a thieves buckler, we wouldn't have to do this
Looked.
because we have the poser's cap.
Looked.
Poser cap by itself's not enough
Looked.
to do 3 tumblers.
Looked. 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 Looked.
There we go. All right.
Finished it, huh? We need you to.
Looked.
Ah, chain hosing. We got an upgrade. Excellent.
Locked. Those who... Trapped. Trapped. I feel ill. I am no longer afflicted.
Well, since she can't seem to break it open, we'll try with the cap.
I feel ill.
All for smelling salts.
I am no longer afflicted. Locked. Locked. Locked.
Not gonna open that one. Cloth shirt. Really?
Locked.
2 cloth shirts. Musket balls. Wow, we're getting garbage.
Trapped. Something is wrong.
Stud truss is worth a little bit of money. You can actually wear those. Our strength's kind of weak though, so I'm gonna
Locked.
play it by ear when we go selling stuff to see if it's good enough.
Locked.
2 empty bottles.
Trapped.
Dagger scatter.
Locked. Locked.
Not much money here. Those are worth a little.
Those who poke around in the bushes should not be surprised when a... Locked. 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 Trapped. Trapped. Something is wrong with...
Wow, such garbage.
I am no longer afflicted. Locked.
so many frickin' quarrels. They're worthless. We're not even getting artifact training on any of this.
Locked. Trapped.
That might be an ice bomb. That might be something useful.
Locked. Locked. Trapped.
This is the worst I've seen here.
Locked. Trapped. I feel ill. I am no longer afflicted. I feel ill.
Alright, time to get rid of all that junk that was pretty much worthless. Bet we got 2,000 gold out of all that. Which normally you get more like 8,000.
Back so.
Junkity junk. Okay, we're not overloaded, so we'll keep the stud chassis equipped. Okay. Can't see his books. His ammo's hogging it up. Holy moly, he had a lot of junk there. Okay. Yep, no books.
Don't let the
Till we meet again. Uridum.
Let's see if there's anything to fight out here that won't kill us right away.
What must be done must be done.
Plants, okay, that's good.
The opposition grows stronger.
Let them fight each other. I am definitely not going to cast any single target spell unless I know that these are not caustic vines. Because I've been burned on that. Where you get blinded right in the middle of combat before you cast your spell. You blindly target one of the Umpani, and it counts against you like you actually attacked them. Then they turn against you and you're dead. It's a real scam. Plus, if some of these Umpani die, it actually can be good. It can give us some good items. I don't think a samurai can use a Sword of Hearts if it drops one. Pretty sure they can't. Acid mines, okay. Should be able to do a terror from here. It won't work, but we can get training.
Yuridum tapai koreva.
Let's take a peek around the corner here.
A creature approaches.
Okay. Acid mines. Bad shot there, Lieutenant. Just stay out of this guy's line of fire. Can critically hit you on accident. Those blunderbusses have critical hit chance. Okay.
And so we prevail. For now.
Let's see if we can try to get back to Arnica. We haven't been to Arnica yet. I'm not gonna try to kill these rogues. I think we're too weak. Six level 7. Let's see if I can avoid these. Taking one step at a time here. Very, very, very dangerous area. That's the rogues.
Caridas Yuridam.
Made it to Arnica Road. Let's go back into the cave.
A creature approaches. And so it begins. And so we prevail. For now.
Okay. where it heals.
My gratitude.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go in the cave. Even those things would be a challenge.
I sense something moving.
You got a whole bunch of reds. What are they? Crimson poppies would destroy us. Ants, even ants, I think, would destroy us. Crimson poppies definitely would. Yeah, we can't go that way. 0 chance. This is where we really get stuck. Super, super weak.
Must be done. Must be done.
Samurai's super weak right now. Done with that. We have to go back to Impani base camp and let them fight forever. Otherwise, we're dead. We'll have to try to use the Impani to do fights for us until we get enough experience to gain maybe 5 levels. So we'll be here for probably 3 or 4 streams. What's this rest right here? Rhino men take their weed control seriously. They do. All right. See if anything spawned. There's the sorceress that can kill us instantly. Let's let her maybe kill some of these while we run. They're killing the rogues quickly. You have to for sure stay out of range. I don't know what level she is. I think I've been killed there before by one of them just doing crush on us. Sorceress punches him. She's got to be close because the sound effect is loud. Maybe on the other side of this wall. Oh, running. She hasn't cast anything yet. That's kind of weird. Okay, I think they're dead. I think it was a weak sorceress.
Prevail. For now.
Yeah. Items. Snake bomb. Okay. Oh. What are these? Forest mites. Panrack retreats. Be done after this fight. Hop up here so we don't get surrounded. It backfired it and it hit him.
There is no
Hopefully it didn't make him mad. Doesn't look like it did. You're level 6. I'm not sure Fairy Dust is going to work. Put them all to sleep. Well, except for that one, I guess. A lieutenant's sharpshooter. Hey, Telspire, welcome in. How are you doing? What's happening here? So these guys are on my side. They're Umpani. They're getting attacked by those insects.
And so we prevail. For now.
Critical strike 48. Extreme weed and pest control. Greg says they just do it slowly. Yes, it takes them forever. They look like the kind of guys you want on your side, Tailspire says. Yeah, the lieutenants, especially with their blunderbusses, those guys are killers. They get so many attacks. Does high damage. They hardly ever miss. And it can do critical hits. I've actually been killed by one of them before on accident, where they tried to shoot at an enemy over my shoulder, and they hit me and got a critical hit and killed me. It's like, sometimes you have to be careful of the crossfire. It's like, let's try to get away from them, because if they hit you, it's not good. They kill their own guys all the time on accident. Like the lieutenant will shoot and hit one of the private and kills them. True Stoics, yeah. Impani ladies. It's funny you should say that, Crack Rock. Let me show you something. In case you haven't seen this. So here's the lockers of the Impani. If you come over here and you look at this locker, there's a rhino calendar. See it? Girls of the IUF. It's a little Easter egg right there in the locker. Okay, so I want to do some more training, I think. I can't apply my level up until I get 28 or 30 wizardry so I can cast a 3rd level spell. Like one chiseled tea kettle. Alright guys, it's probably a good place to end. I'll just have to do some more training on this. I'll probably do that first thing on the next stream. 21 wizardry. I think once we get that around 28, 30, something like that. Maybe 32. We should be able to get a 3rd level spell. Then I can get Fireball or something like that. Should be a pretty big help. My pleasure, Zomble. Alright, let's see if there's someone we can raid here real quick, if you're into that. Let's see. Let's send you over to DC Bueller. Early stream with random one-shots. Okay. Oh, he's playing a card, like a card RPG game of some kind. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.